What's up, guys? MrGimms back again for another GimmsRant. How's everyone feeling today? Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Unfortunately, it's another boring one today because I want to talk about the current state of behavior, the current state of Dead by Daylight, and my issues that are just plaguing my mindset and my overall thoughts of the game, and I can't ignore it anymore. It's just becoming... I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we're here. Like, I know a lot of people say, like, oh, MrGimms, you just bitch about the game 24/7. You only, you only give them shit. You're just one of those negative people. I swear to you, I swear to everyone who doesn't believe me, I am not a innately negative person. I don't just run to the first negative thing I can. I myself in real life am a positive person. I love my life. I love my family. I love... for the most part, Dead by Daylight. Like, I've been playing this game for 5 years, so obviously there's, like, for those people who do consider the fact that I'm just negative on the game all the time, can somebody please understand that I've been playing this game for 5 years? I love Dead by Daylight. I love this game. I have a passion for this game. I want this game to succeed. Whether people want to believe this or not, I want behavior to succeed. If they ever created like another game, I'd be instantly attracted to at least try it, because I'd be like, well, I played a game for 5 years that they've made before. There's probably a high probability I'm going to like this game too. Yeah, so just getting that out of the way, I love Dead by Daylight. I love the idea. I love the concept. I'm attracted to it. I have a lot of passion for it. I've never stopped loving the game until now. Yeah, so there's been a problem with this game for the last, I think everyone can say the last 3 years have been pretty rocky. I will say, though, 100% that in the last 5 months, I've felt more go wrong in this game in a shorter time period than ever before. And it has been the slow descent into where we are now, which is an absolute mess. But I digress. I'd like to take a journey. We'll start with the Twins chapter. I'm not going to include the Blight, because the Blight ended up being an amazing killer, and they did manage to fix all of those initial problems. Fair call. The Blight still has problems now with his constant sliding everywhere. But overall, I do well with Blight. Overall, I think he's really fun to play. I think he's innovative, and I think they did a pretty good job with him, overall. I'm going to start with the Twins. I think that's when the community, I really first heard the community going off on behavior and really spelling out the problems with the game and telling them that, you can't just keep releasing things like this, incomplete, riddled with bugs, problems with the game in general, all sorts, That was the first time that like behavior like really copped it, I think, from the audience. Like that was the foundation being built upon, where the fans started rising up against them and telling them, hey, this isn't good enough. You need to do better. You need to hold yourself accountable before you release things. Then we saw the Trickster release. Again, on PTV it was fun. The first time you played him, he's really fun. Like, he's a cool character. He's got a fun ability. Who doesn't want to throw millions of knives? I think it's pretty cool. But he was ignored, and the problems with the bugs and everything else that came with it, it was just a repeat of the Twins. Maybe not so bad, but a repeat of the Twins. A lot of people were saying recycled abilities. Yeah, again, I can't really stand next to that one. It's not the Huntress. Like, I'm a Deathslinger main as well. When people say, ooh, why don't you just play Huntress? It's the same killer. It's not the same killer. They both shoot something or throw something. They have a projectile. They're not the same killer. Yeah, the Trickster overall was fun, but I don't think he's strong. But, now they've gone back, changed up some of his add-ons, changed up some of his abilities. Maybe not in the right direction, because they don't tend to listen to the community, but still pretty good. Still all right, but still problems. Then you had Resident Evil chapter, man. Does anyone even talk about that anymore? For the 5-year anniversary, we got 5 years anniversary, by the way. Wow. They got Nemesis and Jill and Leon, I think. Yeah, Leon? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the characters anymore. No one talks about Resident Evil anymore, apart from you, Dark Tyrant. Shout out. But, like, everyone just seems to have forgotten about that chapter. Nemesis was an absolute mess on release. The consoles, by the way, I need to bring this up too. The consoles copped it hardcore during this period, and they still are, according to tweets. The whole game was even more of a mess, further dumpster dived into oblivion, and the fans outcried and raged at behavior and told them that, hey, this isn't good enough. You need to hold yourself accountable. Your schedule's too fast. Stop. But yeah, Nemesis later on has received some great changes. Recently, he's just received great changes. And I think Nemesis is all right now. But this is months on. And at the time, not good enough. And then we got Pinhead. And already on release, we've lost a cosmetic, a head cosmetic for his red and black outfit that you can get with Pinhead. And he's lost his voice lines. Now, definitely due to licensing concerns, I think is the main contender as to why we've lost the famous Pinhead, "You open the box, I came" line. You know, and that's unfortunate. That's not a behavior problem, by the way, I don't think. Anyway, if I was to put a theory, my leading theory on it, I'd say the licensee, the one owning or owns Hellraiser, the character, the likeness, all that, has probably had a go at behavior saying, hey, I take that line out. We don't really like the way it's going, the way the community are taking it. At the end of the day, you can't really do much about that. You can't blame behavior about that either. However, you've still lost two things on release, and Pinhead, in my opinion, is complete garbage as a 1v1 killer. Yeah, you can tap dance to his chain hunt all the live long day. It's not like for a survivor. The thing with survivor is most experienced survivors will tell you the most fun part they have when they play survivor is in the chase. Totally fair enough. It is the funnest part. You're doing multiple things. You have to use your brain more. You're constantly rolling around. Well, a 1v1 for a killer is really important too. It's in the very same vein as a survivor in the chase. Like, if I'm not having fun in a chase, what the hell am I going to pick up that killer for? M1ing and just, you know, being an M1 killer can be quite boring at times unless you shake things up a little bit. And that chain, most of the time, his normal ability won't do much. And what's the point? His passive chain hunt, yeah, it's all right. It's pretty good. But control the box, Pinhead becomes pretty obsolete, in my opinion, at high rank. By the way, this whole video is at high rank, by the way. I can't really comment on people who are just learning the game today. I have no experience in that anymore. That is far behind me, but this is all high rank. Need to underline that. But yeah, Pinhead's pretty much forgotten too. I've come across 3 on live, 3 or 4. That's not very good either, considering it's a new killer. And basically, after PTB and about a week or 2 after the fact, no one's really playing Pinhead anymore. I just don't see him. What the hell? It's just a little bit boring, you know what I mean, considering we have a new killer. I never even saw too many Nemesis, if I'm honest. I mean, I think I saw more Nemesis than any of the new killers, which is interesting. But, you know, that's that. But let's move on to my main concerns and everything leading up to that now, where we are today, how I feel about it, and what I think the future of behavior is going to look like if they don't start listening. Basically, skill-based matchmaking was implemented into the game to make the game more fairer for all ranks concerned. When I say ranks, I don't mean the old ranking system. I just mean in general terms of skill, because the grade system no longer is a reflection of how good you are at the game. It is a sum of how much you've put into the game in the last month, and that's fair enough. I guess you can gauge that. But my experience so far with skill-based matchmaking was sweaty straight away. Sweaty every single match. Bye-bye Demogorgon. I didn't want to play Demogorgon anymore. Haven't played him ever since. I tried it on stream, off stream. I don't enjoy playing Demogorgon every game anymore because I just don't enjoy it. Deathslinger, don't enjoy playing anymore. I get mostly sweat squads and it's just not fun for me. I'm not having fun. It's really hard. I'm not playing a super strong killer. Therefore, it's boring for me. And yeah, I can't be asked. So I stopped playing Deathslinger. I am playing Nemesis a little bit now because my MMR is not so high with him yet. However, that's probably going to change soon. So we'll be looking for mains every single month. But yeah, so after the sweat had happened with skill-based matchmaking for like a week, it stopped. And they said this isn't going away, by the way, skill-based matchmaking. So we need to keep that in mind. The next 3 days, I played against players with 58 hours in the game. This is across a multitude of killers, including Demogorgon and Deathslinger and Blight, which I have the highest MMR with, I'm presuming. Don't know what the hell that was. That was a little bit of an anomaly. And then yesterday and the day before, I played DBD again, loaded up after the weekend, hadn't played it for a while. And guess what? It went back to sweaty again. Sweaty all day. Just constantly 0k, 1k games. And I was playing against the cream of the crop, best add-ons, best perks, all that stuff. I myself wasn't necessarily doing that all the time. I was playing with some pretty odd and obtuse perks because I like to shake things up. But it has become the message has been received behavior. We're no longer allowed to have fun, and in my opinion, skill-based matchmaking affects killers more than survivors. With survivors, there is definitely moments of stress and of problems and of camping and tunneling, but that's always been in the game, but it's still a problem. But the killers are starting to learn now at higher ranks that that's how you win the game. That's how you get a killer knocked. That's how you get a survivor knocked out of the game, and that's how you can start applying way more pressure than you had before with 4 survivors in the game. So what skill-based matchmaking has done for the highest rank is just made everyone play like a bunch of douchebags. And, you know, that's fine. Camping and tunneling is legal. You know, using the best perks and, you know, being a great looper is legal and all that stuff. That's fine. But what I'm trying to say is at the highest rank, this game has become boring and dogmatic and just narrow-minded, and just it's tunnel vision on just the best perks in the game, the best add-ons, keys galore, the whole lot. Survivor friends are prevalent. I mean, I don't know how many times I would have had a solo survivor in those games I had last night. It was just ridiculous amounts of sweat, and I just don't have fun playing the game anymore. I'll bust out someone like Pinhead, I'll bust someone out like Hillbilly. It's just not fun. It's just not fun losing 4 gens in 2 minutes and not being able to accomplish anything and getting 10k blood points. It's just not fun. That's not how I perceive fun in this game. And skill-based matchmaking is plaguing a lot of games at the moment, and a lot of different communities are complaining, and I don't know why they've chosen to put it into DBD. I don't know how many people, you guys will have to answer in the comments below. How many people do you think ask for skill-based matchmaking, and how many people do you think enjoy it? Again, I can't say from a survivor main how, ultimately I can't give you an honest critique on how this is for survivor, but for a killer, I just think it's far worse. The queue times, the fucking queue times, mate. What the hell? None of this is worth it. None of this is worth the drama. And I have a feeling killers are going to drop off even quicker than they have before. Turjay quit. The hell, man. Ultimately, skill-based matchmaking is ignoring diehard fans of the game. I think they're ignoring the mainstays, and I think those mainstays are the ones that do buy the most cosmetics and do fill behaviors well. It's more than the casual player, the guy or girl that's going to come in for a month, maybe play a few games and leave. I don't know why they're trying to kill their main audience, though, because DBD would have their main audience. I think it's pretty obvious. Everything would. But I think right now, a lot of... Just look at Twitter. Look at your favorite content creators' videos. Look at the way they're reacting to this. Skill-based matchmaking is not a place for this game. I don't know why they chose to do it. That's another thing that behavior do. They add things into the game that the community don't give... No, the majority, we'll say the vast majority, don't give a shit about. New animation for survivors. Who the fuck asked about that? We didn't care about locomotion. We didn't care. Skill-based matchmaking. We didn't care. Boon totems. What the hell was with boon totems? What the hell behavior? Survivors need another objective. I got a great idea, guys. Killers need a new objective. Yeah, because killers have all the time in the world right now to cleanse totems now. Like, it's behavior thinking. It's very odd. Along with skill-based matchmaking and along with a slew of decisions that I think overall the fans haven't appreciated in the last 3 to 4 months. I'm being very kind when I say that. The bugs, the DLCs, the constant schedule moving forward. No communication from the devs whatsoever, by the way. They just do a bunch of bad jokes and then think it's okay. Like, if you have a look at their Twitter, like, maps are just coming on and off constantly. And then they're like, oh, you know, apparently Pinhead was such a sight to see that, you know, there's DCs now. Like, just all the jokes and everything. Dead Dog Saloon's been turned off. Insert cowboy joke. It's just so stupid. And they put behind this humor that just infuriates the audience even more, because we're just like, do you give a shit? Like, we're all frustrated here playing your dumb game, and you guys are doing like yeehaw jokes and stuff. It's salt in the wound. The only other things they're promoting is Fog Whisperer tournaments that no one fucking cares about, by the way. I haven't talked to someone in the Dead by Daylight community that's gone, oh my god, have you heard about that Dead by Daylight Fog Whisperer tournament or Fog Whisperer event? It's going to be good. I mean, fair call, some of your favorite creators are in there, so I can understand why there might be some excitement. But I personally, in my circle of friends, haven't heard that conversation. I just think it's not a good time for that maybe as well. I mean, if it was like do you know it would be a really good event idea? And by the way, I got nothing against Fog Whisperers at all. I think they're great. I think they do a good job. But a really good idea, open panel, Discord chat, 20 of your top, 20, just handpick 20 Fog Whisperers and have them all discuss the current state of the game positively, not just bash it like I'm kind of doing, but just positively, just like, yeah, I think you could change it this way by doing it that way and that sort of thing. That would be an event I'd tune into, because in my opinion, and we're on Fog Whisperers now, I've got my notepad here, I think that's what Fog Whisperers should be used for. You've got a bunch of some of the greatest and nicest content creators in the world sitting there doing nothing, promoting your game, when really every single one of those Fog Whisperers have a point of view as well. Why don't you put them on a camera and let them discuss how they feel about the game? And by the way, I'm not trying to say like they're all going to bash behavior. There's going to be a vast majority of them that are maybe happy with the game. I don't watch every single content creator who's a Fog Whisperer. You know, I have my select pick, the King, Polyester. You know, I would be interested to hear what they think and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And Jesus Christ. Otts would be another good one. You know, I don't really get to watch his live streams because I'm always busy during that time streaming myself, and then at night I'm with my kid and stuff like that. But, you know, I'd love to hear like a short maybe podcast or something like that hosted by Behavior about the Fog Whisperers and how they feel about the game. Because I think, you know, there's a lot of experience there, and I think people would listen as well. It'd be really good to get out. Just an idea. But anyway, guys, I'm really sorry. This has gone on way longer than I thought. I just wanted to air my grievances and tell you guys how I feel about the game right now. Am I going to stream DVD still? Yes, I am going to. However, I am currently in the hunt for new games to play. I'm going to be looking around. I'm playing Vanguard quite a lot right now. I'm really enjoying it. But I guess we'll see. It's really a shame. You guys think a lot of people think I love being negative about the game and stuff like that. It's not being negative. It's just being honest. But behind closed doors, it actually upsets me as well, because I want to love this game as much as I used to love it. It's really depressing. It's like I've been in this long relationship, and then they're just leaving my life, and it sucks, because I really do love this game, and it'll be a shame if I stop playing it, honestly. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Please leave me a detailed comment down below. I don't care how long it is. I want to hear from you guys what you think about the game currently. If you're happy with the game, leave a comment that you're happy with the game and why. I'm interested to hear back from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Get this around. See what other people think. And I will see you guys in the stream tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. See you later.